How about we do a quick tutorial on how to paint a winter's walk. We're going to start off with some titanium white. We're going to put it kind of in the middle, in the center here. And we're going to coat it with a nice thick coat of a titanium white around in the center. A little spritz bottle. Make everything nice and wet so it slides around and actually moves on the canvas panel. Yes, this is a canvas panel. But yeah, put it in the middle. We're going to do something around the perimeter, around the border, if you will. It'll all make sense in a little bit. Now I did put titanium white on the entire panel beforehand. Now we're going to take ultramarine blue. Kind of a big dollop in the corners. Down along the perimeter. Because we're going to do a little bit more in the corners. Now with the same brush, clean it out a little bit, but the same brush we put the titanium white on with. We're going to take that ultramarine blue and we're going to start spreading it out. Now out along the perimeter where we didn't put the titanium white, it's going to stay pretty much nice in the deep ultramarine blue. But as we go in closer to that white, it's going to mix with the titanium white and it's going to make a nice little transition and kind of fade out and get lighter and lighter as we go. A little dip in the water. It's not flowing real good, so just a touch water on the bristles of the brush. And there we go. You can see when you start to hit that titanium white, you see how it blends out automatically, all by itself, like magic. Now we got the basics down. Now I'm going to switch to a sponge. Now this is a damp sponge. I put it in water and wrung it out really, really well. Going back into that ultramarine blue and going to start tapping it and dabbing it around and then go in a circle. And as you pick up the white and go back out, see how it blends it all out, lightens it up. So that's what we're looking for. Now I'm going to go in with some phthalo blue and not out to the whole way out to the edges, but start in a little bit, leave that ultramarine blue on the very corners and go right around and leave that nice spot in the center. Now we're going to mix a little bit of white, a little bit of phthalo blue, and we're going to put the indication of a walkway or path or something like that, and just scribble it on in there back and forth. You can always touch it up later. But this is just an indication of a path. Pretty simple, just, put it on there, go back and forth real lightly with that blue and the white. And you don't really mix the paint. You can see the little bit of streaks of white, so you don't mix it, you loosely mix it. Now we have some burnt umber black and some of that ultramarine blue, and we are just going to throw in a whole bunch of tree branches. Now I'm using a dagger brush. That's what I prefer to use to make thin lines. Holds a lot of paint and has a nice little tip on it, but yeah, just throw in a whole bunch of tree branches. Now I'm taking some of the ultramarine blue, a little bit of a phthalo blue, and putting in some background branches. Now I drew a silhouette of a lady with an umbrella, and no, I didn't cheat. I drew it, but it's easier to trace than freehand for me anyway. So I drew this on a piece of paper and I just cut it out, and I'm going to place it where I want her to be. Now it's just a silhouette, so we don't need any detail. We just need the outline. And I chose, you can put whatever you want to here. You can put a couple, you can put a guy, a fella, you can put whatever. You can put a dog, whatever you want. But I decided to use a female with an umbrella. She has a dress on. So yeah, you just plunk her in there, and you use the ultramarine blue for her. It's a nice dark purpley blue. And it goes on a little bit sloppy, but yeah, you just put it on there and you touch it up later. And I went back in and added some more branches around. Now, I take white, a titanium white, and I water it down pretty good. And you just go in and you take that titanium white and you make little circles. And these are going to be lights on the tree. But what I'm doing first is I'm laying down the, shall we call it the halo, the glow of the light. So that's why I use the titanium white watered down, and it leaves like a really transparent, just like a real light white. And when it dries, it even gets more transparent, so you say. But it's the halo of the light. And then I'll go back and I'll take the straight titanium white out of the tube and put a little dot in the middle. And it doesn't show up real good on camera, but yeah, that little dot in the center, that's the little bulb, and then it has that little halo-y glow around it. Looks pretty cool. It's a neat effect, and it's a little bit time consuming, but I think it's worth it. It looks pretty good in person. That little dot of white that just pops out there and makes it glow. It really does look like a light. So yeah, you just go in and you put these lights in wherever you want them. There they are. See, it's a little halo-y glow. Nothing defined or crazy. And different glows. And if you put the little dot in different spots, it makes it look like they're pointing at, you know how Christmas lights hang. So yeah, you just go through. Here we go. I'm gonna boop, boop. And just put the little dot of white in that glow part. And again, you probably can't tell real good here on the film, on the video, but in person it looks pretty cool, if I do say so myself. Alright, so there we have our lady walking nighttime in the snow. Now take a fan brush and take some more of that titanium white, thin it down pretty good, and just flick some little snowflakes here and there. Didn't get crazy with it. It's not a blizzard, but it's snowing a little bit, so there's just little flecks of white here and there. But if you want to go crazy and really make it snow, have at it. I just wanted to add that little indication that the snow is still falling down. And by the blue tones and the white and everything, you kind of get the idea that it is winter. So there you go. Flick away into your heart's desire. I'm going to sign it real quick. And there we go. This is my little winter, a walk in the snow. I find it kind of festive a little bit, so I hope you enjoyed this. If you're a painter, go ahead and try it out. Go ahead and show me. Let me know if you did or not. All right, guys, have a good holiday. This is BlindViews, and that's the way I see it.
What we do here is go back.